The constitutional and electoral recommendations will once again be the main topic of conversation, this time in tomorrow's consultative forum. A few community leaders and political groups will formally give their take on the recent adjustments made by Kate Sullivan, electoral and constitutional advisor, to the constitutional and electoral reform recommendations. Now, as constitutional and electoral advisor Kate Sullivan stated last year in a press release, for interested residents, there is still time to comment on her revised recommendations for constitutional and electoral reform in the Turks and Caicos Islands. According to the release sent from TCIG, following the interest shown by TCI residents throughout 2010, Ms. Sullivan added a second opportunity for the public to comment on formal proposals for change. Her revised recommendations were published in November for this purpose and remain available for consideration and reaction until January 14, 2011. Interested persons are welcome to make a written response to some or all of the recommendations. Such responses can be made via tciconstitution@hotmail.com or P.O. Box 68, Grand Turk. For those who still have not had the opportunity to view the revised report, it is published on the Governor's Office website, www.turksandcaicosislands.fco.gov.uk, and copies are available from the Governor's Office on Grand Turk at Waterloo and from the Governor's Office on Providenciales at the Hilly Ewing Building. Now, as stated, tomorrow's forum meeting will give a few community leaders and political groups the opportunity to impact the revised constitutional and electoral reform recommendations. And as Sullivan noted in December, UK ministers will consider the areas for possible constitutional change, and draft constitutional order will be prepared to incorporate those changes. This draft order will be published in TCI, and opportunities for further public input will be provided before UK ministers decide on the submission of the final version for the Queen's assent. And of course, News 4 will have more on tomorrow's consultative forum meeting for you in a subsequent newscast. For WIV4 News, I'm Jody Harvey.